smell of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA's. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. 50 T's and Mike. Watch Mike. Attack, attack. Switch up, switch up. Back two to Mike. Mike back two. Mike back two. I got one. Mike 52.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
42-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Throw, it's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Next to score, Chiefs 7, Broncos nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Snap to Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. On 1st down.
Head of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they are to perfection. From the shotgun now, here's an inside hill. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. that is productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chiefs 7, Broncos nothing.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Block working out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Block. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Aldrick Rosas set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd down, Swift. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Berry on to punt as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt today, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
From the gun, block. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
To Gerald Everett.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Operating from the gun. Block. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Block. This is the tight end fan. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end fan. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And his defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Block on the give, it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call a no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Frank Clark.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Lindsey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now to the air, Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw it is Locke. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
But your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Blocking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he's got room. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
The score, Chiefs 14, Broncos 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Uh-oh. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Complete to Philip.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
1st down, Broncos.
56, right there, 56.
Now on 1st down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put take the points and keep moving.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.